All right, everyone, here we go with the thank you reading for July 2025, right? My way of thanking anyone who's giving me a nickel for anything I do around here, be it an extended reading, purchase, or a donation. It's all much appreciated. That being said, there's a whole playlist of these. They're all timeless. You might be moving at different speeds on your timelines, whatever, blah, blah, blah. General reading may or may not resonate with you. Good, now that we've covered all that, I got a pre-shuffle here. I asked the universe what it wants to tell you here for July 2025. I've got the Seven of Cups, crossed by the Moon, and the Six of Cups, and the Ten of Wands, and Temperance, and then a second message of the Five of Cups and Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I will tell you this one first. This is something you may have missed in the past. It's something you might have or been keeping an eye on. Something like that. Someone, something, I don't know. Something along those lines. Having said that, so what's this shit? Well, you got a chance right now. It's tied somehow. I don't quite 100% know why or how. It's tied somehow to the upcoming Mercury retrograde. Okay, you got a chance right now between, in the month of July in general, but definitely the first half of the month, to take care of some things, wrap up some things, either with a person or within yourself. I'm not sure. It plays out either way. All right, you got a chance to take care of some things there's some things coming to the surface that weren't on the surface before. Pay attention to them. If someone from your past shows up, that's important. Take care of whatever needs taken care of with that person. All right, it's a chance to relieve yourself of some serious weight. Well, think of it as a chance to relieve yourself, right? This is my take a dump card, the Ten of Wands today. All right, there it is. I'm just going to tell you, too, with Temperance here. All right, if you're honest, you have to be honest with yourself. You can't just push this stuff back because you're afraid of it, whatever it is. If this person shows up with something you don't want to talk, this is not the energy to do that in. It's a good time to take care of business. But also, I will tell you, you're very protected. This card just kept screaming that to me. You're very protected. Archangel Michael energy is good protection, right? I mean, it's truth. Yeah, the truth is on your side. The truth is your weapon. But just in general, I mean, if he were a person, a dude you were hanging out with, he's a big dude, right? You know, generally speaking, it scares people away. You know, if you were going to hire a bodyguard, you might, you got your choice of some little guy who's got like 20,000 black belts or some big guy who just don't know how to fight. Your best bet is actually the big guy because people are less likely to try. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to think they can take the little guy, so you're going to get attacked all the goddamn time. See what I'm saying? This is a very powerful energy. All right, let's see where we go. Hire them both. Let the big guy scare him away, and then the little guy, if somebody does attack, he'll take care of it with his 20,000 black belts. Right? No problem. All right, let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go here. Thank you, reading for Jill. Look at that. You even get advice on hiring bodyguards. I mean, come on. All right, here we go. All right, it's a general reading. Like I said, it may or may not resonate with you. If you're here, well, you know why you're here. It's a thank you reading. What the hell, I don't have to tell you why you're here. Let's go. I'll be honest, for most of you, that Six of Cups is somebody showing up. It's not really anything all that deep. I mean, for some of you, it is some deep-rooted psychological things that you might need to deal with. Maybe it's both, but it felt like a person to me. It felt like a person who, why did I tell you all about that Temperance card and you're protected and talk about bodyguards and stuff? I think if it's a person and they show up, I think you're intimidated by it. I don't think you expected this person to be standing in front of you or you having a conversation with them. Okay? That's the way it feels. So I'm telling you, be cool. You hired the right bodyguard. It's fine. Okay? You're very protected in this energy. So if they do show up, they're not going to be very combative. They're going to be quite polite with that kind of energy around you. All right? That's all I'm saying. Some people get a little lippy if you hire the little bodyguard. He's going to have to prove himself all the time. It doesn't matter you got 20,000 black belts. You're 5'1". You're going to have to prove yourself all the fucking time. It's not worth it. Better off just hiring the big dude. People at least be polite. They don't want to take the chance. Right? That Archangel Michael energy is that type of situation. So I think you'll be a little intimidated when this energy shows up. We getting there. A lot of shuffling. You saw me shuffling earlier, right, for the reading. I had time to tell you about bodyguards and shit. I mean, yeah, there we go. Jesus, I got time to take a break here. Right, I'm not going to do that to you, but I'll probably put a cut here so you don't have to watch me fucking shuffle 9 million hours. Okay. Oh yeah, King of Wands. Yeah, this is a person. This is someone who let you down at one time. This is feedbacking off that Five of Pentacles. This is King of Wands. This is Burger King. Right? It's someone who let you down at some point. They coming. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody coming. Somebody's showing up. I think it rattles you. Can I say that? I know this isn't a rattlesnake. It'd be more clever if it was the Queen of Wands, which is the rattlesnake. But it rattles you on some level. Stop it. You got that Temperance there. You're very, 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 very protected. Okay, chill. Look at this. Six of Wands. Okay, let's pull. Center card is crossing these. Four of Pentacles. What did I say? I'm not playing with you. Your energy's attached to this. Okay? Everything's fine. I don't know why. Why are you so hold back, recoiled, nervous, rattled by this energy showing up? I do not understand. I got victory here. The Seven of Wands. Okay. This is going to be a strange read. I wouldn't normally read it this way, but I'm going to because I think it's better advice. The generic read is you can have victory as long as you stand up and you fight. Right? Okay. Yeah. But no, I'm going to go a few layers deeper than that. You're giving this person exactly what they want by recoiling and holding back and being rattled. That's why I told you about the bodyguards. That's why I told you about Archangel Michael. Right? You know, sometimes you don't find out till later why I said something or why something happened. That's why. I'm going to tell you straight up. This King of Wands, all you're doing is feeding their ego by being nervous. Okay? That's it. You're giving them exactly what they want because they need that. They need to feel like they're superior. They need to feel like they're in charge. Right? It's teeny-peeny syndrome. Right? They need to feel like they're in charge. Yeah, let's clarify. So, don't. You got great bodyguards. Yeah, you were smart. You hired both. You got Archangel Michael and the little guy. So if somebody fucks you, the little guy will beat him up. And then the big guy will probably keep him away and they'll be polite to you. You're very protected in this energy. I'm going to grab the witches. Okay? I'm going to find out why here. I'm going to ask why on the Four of Pentacles. This energy needs this. It feeds off of it. It wants you to be afraid. Just like the cobra when it puffs up, it wants you to go away. It doesn't want to bite you because then it has to be vulnerable. Right? Call this energy's bluff. Whatever it is, okay? Whatever the fuck it is, however it shows up, however they show up, whatever the fuck they want, call their bluff. Okay? That's all. Do what you want to do. Make your own decisions. I'm just a talking hand on a video, but I know this energy. All right? Call their bluff. This is a very clear energy. I gave a very similar reading to this about a decade ago to a friend of mine, and I think I used the analogy, everybody got big wood till they get in the locker room. You know, it's a bit of that kind of a thing here. This person showing up like they fucking long dong silver, right? Well, you know, if you're going to talk a good game, that's fine, but we in the locker room now, let's go. You know, you go shower with the shorts on, buddy. You know, none of that shit. Somebody here talks a good game, but they're not long dong silver, I promise you. All right, what's going on here with the Four of Pentacles? I remember that. I remember doing a reading for him. Well, everybody got big wood till they get in the locker room. All right, here we go. Four of Pentacles. Why is that here? Why does this person want you to be intimidated? Well, probably they want to control the conversation. I get that. Yeah, you doing this, I'm just checking my read right now with the crossing energy, the environmental energy. You doing this makes them very happy. The sun. It's exactly what they want. Okay? It's exactly what they want. It's exactly what the cobra wants when it puffs up. Hangman. Why is that here? The world. And what's the bridging energy? The Three of Cups. It's a bit of control the narrative. In a sense, this person doesn't want to control the narrative as much as they want to control the emotion. They want to decide, they think you're probably, I'll put it this way, whether it's true or not, just catch my drift. They think you're probably very emotional and good at talking about emotional things, and they're not. So if they can control the level of emotion, then they're fine. These energies, King of Wands, ego people, all that kind of stuff, often control emotion around them through fear. Fear and discouragement and things like that. All right? It's usually negative energy is their weapon. All right? So it is what it is, but somebody here wants to straighten something out with you, but wants to do it on their terms. I don't know how good of an actor you are. I would almost give you some advice here. I know what I would do in this situation. I would play along. I would pretend I was nervous the whole time, and then at the very end, you know, sort of a kneel before Zod thing, where Zod in Superman 2 thought he had the powers and Superman didn't, said kneel before Zod, and then Superman broke his fucking hand. That's kind of what I would do here. All right, kind of that sort of thing. If you're not good at at acting or pretending, going with the flow, I don't recommend you do that. It'll backfire on you. Okay. Generally speaking here, that's what this person wants to do. They want to control the emotion. They want it on their terms, right? They want to keep it nice and steady. So let's pull on this Six of Wands here. I don't need to. I'm going to pull a separate read, all right? Let's pull on the Seven of Wands. I just have, I'm going to pull a second read for you because I want to know more about what's going on here. What you can expect from this person. How are they showing up? Right? All I got is we picking it up when they show up. Well, how are they showing up, right? But first, I should probably pull on the Seven of Wands, which is, you know, in escalation, we go 6 to 7 here. That's nice, right? Let's see. Oh, whoa, fell out of the deck, and it fell out reversed. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. I was just about to say, too, they want to throw you off your game. It's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles. Right here. They want to throw you off the game. They want to make sure you don't know what to do. I'd do that if I was talking to somebody who was very structured, for example. I'll give you an example. I get myself into all kinds of verbal shit with people trying to help other people. So I got a lot of experience with this. If I got somebody who's very structured, everything has to be a certain way, anything varies from the plan, you know, you're screwed. I kind of married that. But if you got anything, if you're talking to somebody like that, the best thing you can do is throw them off their game. Start talking about, well, why don't we go to the restaurant first and then Willow Tree? Just slip in a word. Just word salad the fuck out of them. Just slip in a word out of nowhere. Just why would, it throws them off. Why would Willow Tree be in there, right? Knocks them off their game. This is sort of what somebody wants to do to you, except it's their emotional game. They figure you're in charge. You're already in charge because they're coming to you, right? So they want to knock you off your game. And here it is, 5 swords. They want to knock you off your game. They want to make sure that you lose or that you're confused. A better card example for this would have been the Light Seer with my coffee house guy where he's got his head in his hand, right? It's a bit of that, okay? And the bridging energy here, the bridging energy, however you want to face it, is 10 swords. Somebody going to show you who they are. It's your decision what you do with them, what you do with this information. Okay, the 10 swords is red with the 7 wands. If you get defensive too, this thing is over. I would just play along a little bit, and then at the very end, take this and flip yourself right around, and you be that Queen of Pentacles. Do what you want. But this person wants you to be intimidated. I think you might be. I don't know why. Maybe they show up out of nowhere. I don't know. Let's grab the Light Seer. Let's see what you can expect. There you are, Queen of Pentacles, and you're up right there, aren't you? Oh, they don't want that. They don't want that. You know, they want you reversed. And that's why that flew out of the deck and fell on the floor reversed. See? I'm making this shit up. Let's go ahead and let's pull a little read on the King of Wands. Okay? Let's do it. Which, by the way, at the bottom has a Queen of Wands. This person is always full of shit, whoever they are. I don't know if it's your long-lost runner. I don't know if it's a family member. I have no idea. I wouldn't think you'd be intimidated by your long-lost runner the way they want you to be here. I mean, I could see maybe somebody's daddy being intimidating like this, you know. People tend to put their parents on pedestals, some people. I don't know, but if you are this intimidated by, or they make you this nervous or rattle you this much, it's either an incredibly strong connection that maybe you need to look at how you deal with it. Maybe it's too strong for you, even. Or it's just, you might have a deep soul connection, but your frequencies aren't in the same place. You blow it off till a later time. Let them, you know, things have to, it's like tuning an instrument. The instrument has to be in tune or the song doesn't sound good. You need the frequencies that go together so you can make nice melodies and all of that. If the damn thing's out of tune, it doesn't matter if you know the chord. You can finger the chord and it's still not going to sound right, right? That's a bit of what I'm saying here. It's possible that's the case for some of you. For others of you, you're just nervous, right? You've been wanting to talk to this person and they show up. Holy shit, you know? Well, that's fine. Try not to react that way. Try to react like you got Archangel Michael standing behind you, right? That's all I can say. And you're fine. And some little guy in reserve who knows 20,000, who's got 20,000 black belts, okay? I mean, that's all I'm saying. A 20,000th Dan? I mean, that's some shit. I mean, he been studying. Okay, here we go. He know a lot more than sidekick and axe kick. I promise you that. All right, here we go. King of Wands. Pull on this. How's this show up? What can my one person watching here expect from the King of Wands? What do we get? Oh yeah. Withholding, right? The Ace of Cups, yeah, but it's all sealed up with cellophane. It's stuck a little bit. They want to, what did I tell you? Just checking my read with the crossing energy. They want to control the emotional narrative, right? We control it. We just let it, we open the cellophane a little. We just let it a little out. See? Look at that. I don't know why I'm your 34th favorite. I have no fucking idea. What's on top? Page of Swords. Why is that here? This person is watching you and you don't know it. We talked about the Page of Swords in a recent reading. My biggest card of spying is the Page of Pentacles. That's someone who's looking at your picture, looking at your social media. You're probably pretty sure of it. You know they have a folder with your fucking name on it in their damn computer or phone or whatever. But this, you don't often know they're there. This is the barn owl in the animal deck. You don't always know they're there. They blend in real good. You walk right under them while they're sleeping. Lots of people have. I've never seen an owl, Steve. I promise you, you have. You just didn't look up. That's all. I don't care if you're in the city. Look up at the streetlights. You'll see. I see barn owls all the time on my runs, hunting for bugs around the streetlights. They look like white ghosts. They're really cool, right? Ghosts with a 30-inch wingspan. I mean, I don't know that, but they look pretty cool. I'll tell you. This person here is in the shadows. They're there. You may kind of suspect it or whatever. Somebody is definitely, why is this here the Ten of Swords? Somebody is definitely coming out of the shadows for sure. Somebody here, what's the bridging energy? Yeah. There's something you do. I'm asking how they show up, right? I already know what happens when they do. I'm asking how or why. Something they see, right? Rattles them. Something they see while they're spying in the background, right? While they're flying over, hunting bugs or up at the streetlight level, right? Really sets them off. It's like, I need to put a stop to that. It's almost like, I'll give you an example. Just catch my drift. You don't have to take me literally. You say something about them, Oh, my King of Wands, yeah, he's broken. Oh, man, the back can't do anything, can't bang at all. It's terrible. That's the last straw for them. That brings them out. There's something you say that sets them off, that triggers them. They get triggered. It's probably something that hurts their ego is the point I'm trying to make. Oh, he got a tiny little dong. It's little dong bronze, right? Instead of long dong silver. I mean, I don't know. Something sets them off. There's something that triggers them. It's something that bothers them deep down. That's why they're showing up. And maybe it's the way, maybe you're intimidated because it's the way they show up. They seem mad. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, straight up, they're not mad. Okay? And I know they show up quick. I know this brings them there quick because the next card is the Tower. I'm going to tell you right now, they're not mad. All right? They're just triggered. Something triggered. And you don't know they're there reading your shit. Could be your social media. Could be something you say to your friend Janelle. And then they overhear it because then Janelle tells everybody because you know she does. Right? Oh, I won't tell a soul. Right? If you have to ask somebody if they can keep a secret, they probably can't keep a secret, right? I've got friends I know not to tell secrets to, and other friends I know I might want to ask, can you keep a secret? And they say, oh, yeah. Nobody's ever going to say no to that. They want the gossip. We love gossip. So anyway, maybe they hear it from a third party, right? Or a fifth party. Because by the time it gets passed down the line, they're not just little dong bronze. They tiny dong, I don't know, tiny dong 10. I mean, it goes way the fuck down. So, I don't know. But something triggers them here. So that's how they come in. That might be why you're intimidated by it. It shows up rather suddenly. And they got kind of a mission. They seem very mission-oriented. But they definitely want to control the emotional narrative. Because they know that if you are the Queen of Pentacles upright, then you're going to win this confrontation. You're going to say, well, I have every right to say that. Is it true? It's not defamation of character if it's true. A defense for defamation is the truth. Okay? I'm not going to try to play Steve's lawyer YouTube, but a defense for defamation is the truth. So whatever it is you say that triggers them, they wouldn't get triggered if it wasn't true. This is a true statement that you make. Whatever it is. I don't know. Something triggers them. All right, or something they see you do triggers them. Maybe you do something they wish they could do. You're bungee jumping with Janelle, right? Bungee jumping with Janelle, and they were going to go bungee jumping with you while you were together, but they didn't have the stones for it, and that's been bothering them. You know, now they feel really bad because you actually went and did it, right? I don't know. You can play out 1,000 different ways for 1,000 different people. All you got to do is catch my drift. All right. At the end of the day, they probably just Little Dong 10, okay? Or was it Tiny Dong? Tiny Dong 10, not the best porn name. I don't know if I don't know if that one's going to sell a lot. All right, let's grab the original deck we started with. Let's put the Queen of Pentacles out there. This is somebody you have a very deep soul connection with, by the way. The Hermit's there. So whoever this is the real deal. All right, let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. And I'll say again, this is the thank you reading for July 2025. Thanks to anyone who gave me a nickel for anything I do around here, whatever it is. All right, even if it's sweeping up. Okay, here we go. Mostly it's donations or extendeds. Okay, I don't do a lot of sweeping up. Let's see where we go. One card, the crossing card. What else you want to tell my people? Something separate from this, universe. I don't want this. I got it. I got nothing else to say here. I've run out of dong names. Okay, I've given enough free porn names out. All right, I'm done. All right, here we go. Back in the day when I had actor friends, mostly, back in the early 2000s, late 90s, when they used to work for me a lot, I gave no less than a dozen of them their damn stage names. I'll tell you what, I came up with all kinds of names for them. None of them ever went on to much, except some walk-on roles a few times. One of them he played a sheriff in The Mentalist or something like that. I remember that. It was nice, you know, from that office anyway. The Hangman and the Two of Wands. I'm going to pull one more card. Six of Pentacles under the Two of Wands. The King of Swords. Yeah, this is very similar. This is a separate message for you. It's to pay attention to the Venus reading. The Venus reading ties to all of the Venus and Mercury tie together this month. That Venus reading leads into the retrograde. This is a lead up into the retrograde. This is something that you could take care of before the retrograde. Do I mean this person's going to show up before the retrograde? No, I can't predict free will. They might. But you could at least prepare yourself for it, get the information, process what I said, and see how it might play out for you. Run it through your head a few times. Rehearse it a few times. Okay? See how it might play out. You may not be 100% correct as to who it is, but take a shot in the dark that you are, or try it with a few different people. All right? But it is a chance to prepare yourself for what's to come during Mercury retrograde. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. And again, thanks for giving me a nickel for anything I do around here. It is much appreciated. Good luck.